safety. Now, I'm curious to see how you're looking at this. Would you be looking at strong safeties or free safeties?
I think in today's day and age, man, you just got to be versatile and be
Fair enough.
interchangeable, right? Like if you really focus on the 49ers and their defense, and you look at whether it's Ward out there, Tart out there, Hufanga, you see them play just as many snaps at single high as they do down. Now, they ask different things to different guys, so they're not going to ask Hufanga or Tart to play as much man coverage as they do with Ward. But as far as single high goes, you see them do that. You'll see a bunch of snaps with Hufanga doing that. You see them all play too high. So to me, it's who just brings the overall legit skill set. And the first guy, and he's probably my safety one in this class. Safeties are weird because it's kind of like running backs where sometimes they go high if they're just super like everything that they want. But you see a guy, shout out to the ball head gang. Let's go. Daxton Hill. Daxton Hill, that's my safety. Like if he's there at 61, you gotta take him. I don't care who else is on the board at that point. He's not the biggest of guys, almost like a clone of Jimmy Ward, but he ran 4.38. He has terrific nickel capability, so he kind of kills two birds with one stone there. He could play single high, two high, in the slot. A terrific tackler, extremely tough. Again, has that speed. That's my number one guy.
Daxton Hill. Okay. Do you think he'll be there at 61?
I don't know. Because again, it's weird with safeties. Sometimes they start flying off the board. Sometimes you see guys day two, but you might see kind of a jump with like what we saw from Savage that played at Maryland, got drafted to the Packers. He ended up going, I believe, late first round or early second round, something like that. Daxton Hill could potentially be in that range, but if he's there at 61, you got to take him.
I like you. So you said he can play safety or slot?
Yep.
I like
100%.
that. I mean, that's exactly what the Niners freaking need.
He really reminds me of the safety out of Oregon last year. Gosh, why am I blanking on his name right now? But safety out of Oregon, where he played like he was listed as a safety, but played a lot of nickel. Can't think of his name right now, but safety out of Oregon last year, similar skill set.
How are his ball skills, Daxton Hill?
So
I'm obsessed with getting a playmaker in the secondary.
Well, if you want a playmaker in the secondary,
I want a playmaker in the damn secondary
position.
I do.
Verone McKinley, safety out of Oregon. That's my second guy on this list. Had a bunch of interceptions, I believe like 6 or 7 interceptions last season. Didn't run his 40 at the combine. So I don't know if he's worried about his speed, but he was a guy that they put a lot on his plate. He had to play too high. He had to play single high, but he definitely was a guy that got his hands on a lot of balls. Pause. All right, but he's a guy that got his hands on a lot of passes.
Well played.
And made plays. So Verone McKinley, that's my late day 3, early day 4 guy. Now, depending on what he does at the pro day, if he goes and he runs extremely well, maybe that'll slide him up a little bit. But I don't foresee that. I think he'll run well enough, but I think he's an early day 3 or maybe late. Like that comp pick, day 3, round 3 comp picks, he could be one of those guys.
Okay, and maybe even round 4. I got another name for you. What about Kirby Joseph from Illinois? I'm seeing he had 5 picks in 12 games. He could really jump. He's fast. I don't know if he can tackle, but everyone else in the Niners secondary can tackle. What do you think of Kirby Joseph?
I'm not familiar with him just yet.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing he's sort of like he could go around late 3 from Illinois. 5. I guess he didn't play that much. What about Brian Cook from Cincinnati? Is he just a box safety?
No, because they ran a ton of zone coverage. So they were pretty safe I don't know. It depends on who you ask. I remember asking Kobe Bryant. He was like, yeah, we played a ton of man. But whenever I watch Cincinnati film, I don't see a ton of man. So he is a guy that will definitely understand concepts, reading zones, understand where he's supposed to be. 49ers went to a ton of too high last year where they were running cover 2 or cover 4, some quarters in there. So, yeah, he's definitely a guy that could fit that style of defense.
You've talked to Kobe Bryant from Cincinnati?
Yeah, at the Senior Bowl.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to talk about him in a minute. Any other safeties you want to mention before we move on?
Nah,
we got a good amount.
Lewis Cine, he's a guy out of Georgia, but I don't know. I mean, ran extremely well. I don't know if he'll be there late second round.
Right. He could be a first round pick.